Hello, my name is Flo Smith, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress in Florida's 5th District. My job this fall is to retire Corinne Brown, with your help, of course. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I grew up poor and on government assistance, and despite my financial hardships, I was determined to succeed. I graduated from Reebok High School and went on later as an adult to earn my bachelor's and master's degree from the University of Phoenix. I believe in the life-empowering values of Frederick Douglass, which are protect our Constitution, protect life, individual responsibility, and limited government. With regards to the Constitution, I believe we should uphold and defend our Constitution. On the other hand, Corinne Brown wants to challenge your constitutional rights. For an example, your right to bear arms and your right to privacy. We cannot allow this to continue. Another concern of mine is our tax code. Corinne Brown will tell you that everything's okay and that there's no problem with our tax code, but we all know that it needs serious reform. Right now, it's discouraging us from working, saving, and it hinders productivity. I believe a new tax plan will fix these problems. Now, we can all agree that our nation enjoys its freedom only because of the sacrifices of our military. But how does Corinne Brown show her appreciation? By voting to cut military spending and disregarding the horrific problems with the VA. I will vote to properly fund our military so that we can continue to have a strong national defense. And I will promote employment opportunities for all of our service veterans. They deserve our ongoing support. Now let's talk about Obamacare. I can hear your sighs and I can feel your pain. Obamacare puts the healthcare system on the wrong track. It expands the role of government. It intrudes on our economy. And guess who supports this? Yours truly, Corinne Brown. On the other hand, imagine the possibilities of empowering patients, reducing costs, allowing the purchase of insurance across state lines, and covering people with pre-existing conditions. We must unite behind a Republican-led effort to repeal, replace, and defund Obamacare. And finally, it's no secret that our federal spending is out of control, and it's due to grow at even a faster rate. The deficit is burdening Americans and is putting massive debts on the back of the next generation. Unlike Corinne Brown, I will vote to cut our current future spending, and one avenue of doing this is to reduce the government agencies without touching military spending, and to reform the entitlement programs. And I want to accomplish this without raising taxes. And now to bring it home, I will work hard to increase economic development in the 5th District, because right now, Corinne deliverables have not benefited us. During this election cycle, you have an opportunity to elect me, a proven leader with the credentials and a plan to strengthen our military, uphold our Constitution, and to get federal spending under control. Remember, I am Flo Smith, running for the U.S. Congress in Florida's 5th District.
While other nations are becoming militarily stronger, America has become weaker, with our defense continually reduced. What economically sound strategy do you propose to rebuild America into a strong nation again?
We all know that we must get Americans back to work. We also need to reform our tax code. Let's promote entrepreneurship and small businesses so that people can work and pay taxes. Of course, that means that government must be limited and spend our tax dollars wisely.
Illegal immigration of both terrorists and the poverty-stricken is a serious problem that the government has failed to solve. Briefly describe what ideas you propose that will help solve this financial and security crisis.
First and foremost, we must close and protect our borders. Let's enforce the laws that we currently have in the United States regarding immigration reform. I'm concerned about the number of illegal immigrants already in our country, and we must not continue to encourage more to come in. Let's put America first and take care of the children that are in need, whether it's with housing or food. Every day, our government is sending money to these other countries. My idea would be to sanction these countries, charge them each day for each child that's here. We can withhold sending additional assistance to these countries until the American taxpayer has been paid back every dollar.
The Affordable Care Act is not what it was promised to Americans. What should be done about this act?
First of all, if we believe that Obamacare is about health care, then I think we're mistaken. I believe Obamacare is like a cake with icing. The icing is the healthcare part, but what's dangerous to Americans is the substance of the cake, and that is the intrusion of the federal government into our lives. You see, whenever we allow the government to come in and tell us which doctors and which healthcare providers we can see, then it becomes dangerous. When the government takes over 1/6 of our economy, it's dangerous to Americans. We must repeal, replace, and defund Obamacare. Let's open up insurance across state lines. Let's put control back into the hands of the patients, and let's protect their relationships. You see, every American may deserve health care, but Obamacare is not the right way.
Do you support or oppose the Second Amendment, and why?
I support the Second Amendment as well as all of the Bill of Rights. I think it's important for our citizens to be able to protect themselves and to bear arms. If we allow the government to intrude upon our Second Amendment rights, what's next? The first, the fourth, the 10th.
Do you have any final remarks?
Sure. I am Glo Smith, and I'm running for the U.S. Congress in Florida's 5th District. My job this fall is to retire Corinne Brown. My husband and I have always been Republicans. We believe in the Constitution, protecting human life, individual responsibility, and limited government.